even further beyond!
Yeah, my name is Zakashi, and in this video, first things first, I got to say thank you guys for 15,000 subscribers during the live stream where I live streamed the premiere for the Dragon Ball Legends video and stuff. 12, we hit 15,000 subscribers, 5,000 more subscribers, and I'll give you guys the face cam that you've long waited for. So yeah, run that up, and I appreciate you guys for even pressing the subscribe button and watching this video. But Jen wanted my thoughts because he was at school or whatever doing during the time of the actual premiere. So I'm gonna give my first initial thoughts on literally everything. I'm just gonna skim through everything quickly. I'm not gonna give like big breakdowns or anything like that. These are just my initial thoughts. Keeping it a stack. I always keep it a stack the whole way through. No censorship, but I will give different perspectives as well. For the ease of the video, I'm going to be using DB Zoom's Twitter because it just makes it easier for me. And he posts everything. He's got a big Instagram page, so shout out him. But yeah, literally starting with what they announced. They announced multiple things. So they announced the we've got the 1,000-day celebration. There's login bonuses and rewards. We're going to be getting a new BROLY character. They updated the Ultra Space Time Rush, and of course the biggest thing out of everything is the new game mode. The first thing I want to touch on is actually the game mode. The game mode itself is something brand new. It's a PvE game mode, but it has a league system where even though we're not playing against each other, there's going to be a ranking system as to where you would actually score points or something like that, and actually get rewards based on where you score. So it's going to be all AI based, something that you can play, and it's a turn based system. So as long as there's not a timer on it, it's going to be similar to like a Dokkan type game. And initially I was really hyped. I was like, yeah, this is going to be cold. Like it's a new game mode, something new, something fresh, renewing, something we haven't seen before. I mess with it. That was my first thought. I was like, I really hyped for it. But then actually thinking about it, why I play Legends is not to play a PvE game mode in terms of a turn-based system, not actually PvE mode. So I don't mind like events, I don't mind stories, like I enjoy all of that. But not saying that this is a bad game mode or anything like that. Like, I'm just giving my personal opinion. If I wanted to play a turn-based game, I'd play Dokkan personally. But I don't play Dokkan because it's a turn-based game. So you literally just play and then you watch the animation and then you go back and do it again. That's what basically what the game is. One thing that's really good about it that I'm really happy for is that, considering that it's a turn-based system, how turn-based games work, if I attack and then you attack, as long as there's not a timer on how long it takes for me to attack or how long I have to attack, then I'll be completely fine, and I can actually take my time when playing this game mode, where I'm playing PvP, I can't put my phone down in the middle of the fight, or I can't just like leave it for a second because I need to go do something because someone's calling me. I'd have to literally go through it if it's a PvP battle. If PvE, like this new game mode here, so the Tournament Power game mode, is really neat because considering it's a turn-based game mode, we don't know if there's a timer yet, so that's going to be a big factor. But considering it's a turn-based game mode, we can pretty much just relax on this game mode, have some fun, and actually use strategic ways to actually score a high amount of points. So that's what I have to say about the Tournament Power game mode. It's a really unique thing that they could actually bring to Dragon Ball Legends, because Dragon Ball Legends is really PvP orientated, even though it's not the only thing in the game. That's what really makes the game stand out, in my opinion anyways. But we'll just have to see. I'm just mainly hoping that this doesn't die out during like hyperdimensional co-op. One thing I will say is that hyperdimensional co-op probably died out because there's no league ranking or a mass amount of rewards you can get. You play 3 times a day and then you're done. But with this one, because there's a league ranking, so it's going to be like PvP where you rank every single season, and there's boost units and everything like that, just like PvP. I'm assuming it's actually going to last a long time, and people will always be trying to find new ways to actually score points. There'll be loads of people posting videos on this, trying to get a mass amount of points, which is something I'm actually looking forward to, considering that it's going to be a consistent thing in the game, not just a one-time and done. Going into the other info, so there's going to be the Ultra Space Time Rush revamp that hopefully basically just free Zenkais. That's something that's pretty neat. The Chrono Crystals, I believe, is removed, if I recall correctly. Like, I'm doing this off my head, like I said. But he did say that they will be giving Chrono Crystals. Toshi did say they'll be giving Chrono Crystals through other places. So I'm not too fussed about the Chrono Crystals unless as long as they're actually giving it out as we need it. Like, for example, this here is pretty neat considering that there's a champion bonus for 1,000 day. But it's usually 500 Chrono Crystals, but they're making it 1,000. which is really neat. So I'm messing with this. The 1,000 Chrono Crystals, that's nice. You'll be able to get rewards from that league system as well, as long as you play it, which is pretty neat. I mess with that. Obviously, we've got the BROLY as well. The BROLY, I really mess with him, even though he's not a hype character for me. The BROLY, the way they described him, is going to be like a what you call it? He's a strike-based unit, but what makes him so good is he's like Kefla. So every strikeouts he does, he takes damage, has a strike cover change, and then even if he doesn't cover change the strike, so if you do a blast starts and he still comes in, he'll get sustained damage, so he's not going to take as much damage, which is really good. I feel like as long as they make him a color that's not blue, it's gonna bang. Like, this guy's going to be good and dangerously good, because if he's literally a Kefla like I'm seeing, it's gonna be great. So that's that with that. The last thing that I wanted to touch on is that there's going to be a character which is coming for 1,000 days, but you can only it seems like you can only access him, specially designed for the 1,000-day anniversary, and you can only access him if you actually only have 1,000 days logged in the game. I'm on 992 at the time of the 12th video and stuff, so tomorrow's Wednesday, and then I'll have 7 days left. So next Wednesday, if it was to come out next Wednesday, I'll be fine. But there's a lot of you guys that probably might not have 1,000 days, so you might not be able to access this character, assuming that only people that pass 1,000 days can access it. And then going into who the character could actually be for the 1,000 day, even if you're not getting him, it's still hype to speculate. I'm thinking, considering he said something, Toshi said it's specially designed. That was his exact words. It's a new character specially designed for the 1,000-day celebration. I'm thinking something like Giblet. We've already got Charlotte, who's a light type, so we can get something dark. We haven't got any dark characters, so another story mode character. If not that, it could be just something really hype. So it has to be something that we would actually want, everybody just want without doubt. So something Goku based, Spirit Bomb Goku, that would be neat. It could also just be something generally hype, like a fusion character, so Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LF Gogeta, Super Vegeta, transforming dual unit, anything really hype, but it has to be something main character based. If it's a villain or something like that, I feel like that wouldn't suffice. So as long as they don't mess that up, that's cool. Last thing that I really want to touch on, Toshi did mention, it wasn't too heavy, but my head blanked there, it was crazy, but he did mention that they're going to do like a Q&A based on the questions that we asked them. If you don't remember, there was like a while ago where they asked us questions. I won't be able to find it right now, but if you know, you know, they asked us questions, and it was basically hinting at the fact that there's going to be a Q&A, and that's what he brought up today. So hopefully they might touch on things that could be possible in the future. I'm just scrolling down here trying to find it, but I know I'm not going to find it. But there was a Q&A quite a while ago, and if they was to actually answer certain questions that people asked, like I gave a question like, oh, is there going to be a buff for the Spirit Bomb Goku in the exchange shop, considering that he's free? Maybe people can only access him through having 1,000 days. I don't know, but something like that would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say for my thoughts overall. It was just enjoyable. I think like they did really good, whether it's hype for you or not. Obviously it's subjective of when you enjoyed it, but I don't feel like they did anything bad this time. Like in certain times they've just released horrible things like that nobody needs. Not horrible, but like they could have done a better job. But I feel like the BROLY was something unexpected, so people are gonna feel slight disappointment. But besides from that, I feel like the BROLY is actually going to be good, and when he's actually good in the game, everybody's going to like settle and be like, wow, like they're not gonna admit to being upset about BROLY before, but when he's destroying everybody and everybody ends up summoning for him because he's pop, I feel like he could be one of the best units in the game. Like that's I'm making a wild prediction, but honestly that's what I'm feeling like. So if that's the case, when he is dominant, people are going to be complaining, bro. But it's not Legends, it's you guys that just went hype, so now people are just switching bandwagons. But I'm messing with the BROLY overall. Everything that Toshi said, I messed with him. I gave him 444. He didn't miss once. It's just whether you actually are personally enjoying something or not. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're on this grind to 20k now. I gotta switch up what I'm saying. On this grind to 20k. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.